I will never put my hands on a woman.
Yep, that was Kid Buu denying the claims that he threw Blac Chyna against a wall and choked her during their massive fight that went down in Hawaii. Plus, we've learned that while Rob and Chyna still have shared custody, Rob will be watching Chyna like a hawk for any red flags. His main concern in all of this is Dream, and while it sounds like he still ultimately wants full custody, we hear that he does not want to completely cut Blac Chyna out of Dream's life. You knew this Rob, Chyna, and Kid Buu drama wasn't over yet, and I have the latest on these three right now, so stay tuned. How's it going, guys? I'm Madison Hill. Between Kid Buu denying claims that he hit Blac Chyna to the latest about Rob not wanting to entirely cut Chyna out of Dream's life, this is some serious tea that you all need to hear. Earlier this week, TMZ reported that Blac Chyna opted out of her mom duties and jetted off to Hawaii to spend time with her now ex-boyfriend, Kid Buu. We knew something went wrong on the trip because shortly after we saw videos of Chyna grinding on Kid Buu, he was posting screenshots to his Instagram story about him sliding into Alexis Sky's DMs. Later, we found out these two got into a massive fight after Chyna reportedly found out that Kid Buu cheated on her while they were still on vacation together. TMZ reported that authorities and paramedics were called to Kid and Chyna's hotel room after there were reports that she scratched him and he threw her against the wall and choked her. While Kid Buu has stayed pretty silent on this matter, aside from an Instagram story about being blinded by love and an Instagram post about wanting to go back in time, he's now speaking out and defending himself. Kid took to Instagram Live to address the claims that he got physical with Blac Chyna, and he claims that is simply not true because his mother did not raise him that way.
My mother, my mom, raised me better than that. I will never put my hands on a woman. Never have I, and never will I, ever in my life.
I know I've been hating on Kid Buu essentially every day this week, but I've got to say, after seeing that Instagram Live, I kind of believe him. Maybe I'm naive, but Chyna does have a history of this abusive behavior, and while I still think he's pretty low for cheating on her while they were on vacation together, that is entirely different than claims that he physically abused a woman. Of course, there is no way of knowing what actually went down in that hotel room, but after seeing that Instagram Live, I have to admit, I don't know who to believe.
I don't know what to think.
Moving on, let's talk about the latest that's happening with Rob and Chyna. As I told you all yesterday, a source told Radar Online that after Rob heard about Chyna and Kid Buu's fight, whether or not it was physical, he freaked out along with Mama Chris. The source maintains that Chris immediately got their lawyer on the phone to ask about Rob getting full custody. Chris reportedly feels like Chyna should only get supervised visits at this point. And as far as we know, Rob's sisters feel the same way. People magazine reported that the Carr-Jenners feel Chyna cannot adequately care for Dream right now and support Rob in fighting for his daughter. Now, because we all know Chyna is not gonna let this go down without a fight, that's why, for the time being, while her and Rob still share custody, a source revealed that he is doing his best to co-parent under their current agreement. But there have been some major red flags this week. That's why this source maintains that Rob is extremely protective of Dream and will be watching Chyna very closely to see if anything else inappropriate happens. The source said, quote, "When it comes to the safety of Dream, that is the most paramount in any situation, and Rob has been trying his best to get to the bottom of everything when it comes down to Chyna's behavior." While it sounds like Rob is gearing up for this full custody battle, I do want to emphasize one thing. Rob is not prepared to fully take Dream away from her mom. In a new report from People magazine, a source revealed that Rob does not want to completely cut Chyna out of Dream's life. The source maintains that Rob has always wanted Dream to spend time with her mother. He's just concerned that she's spending more time with nannies these days instead of Chyna.
That seems about right.
Well, I think it would be easiest for Chyna to just let Rob have custody for the majority of the time. You all know that is not going to happen without a long and drawn-out fight. These two are already in the midst of an intense custody battle, and I can guarantee everything that's been happening this week is just going to make it worse. All right, you guys, I'm ready to hear your thoughts on all this news. What was your reaction to Kid Buu denying claims he hit Chyna? Do you believe him? Also, thoughts on Rob not wanting to cut Chyna out of Dream's life. Should he get full custody for now? Let me know in the comments below. For more on Rob going for full custody, check out our video. And for more celeb news, subscribe to Hollyscoop now.